Welcome back, and this is our 6th week, something like that. But anyways, we're just gonna do the same thing. Just gonna take our nail polish. This time I'm using the Coconut Maximum Strength enriched with vitamin E and grapeseed oil. However, this stuff is very strong, specifically for dark colors. Sometimes we put stuff. I had a little bit of glitter on the forenails and I want it to be gone, and it's very easy. You soak it up a little bit with the cotton swab or with aluminum foil. Cotton swab, aluminum foil, or you can put a little bit of a cotton ground with some aluminum foil. This stuff comes out quick, very quick. It's very easy. And for myself, I really didn't have to do that. And so this is basically what I'm doing here. Still have a little bit of glitter, and I try not to pick it because, well, that's not a good idea. That's how you lose your nails. But we're just gonna scrape it anyways. We're here just to show. So what I'm showing you is, yes, again, my pointer finger seems to have been a bit of on a accident. I was not careful and half of it came out. It's a beautiful nail and we're back to square one. But anyways, you've seen the rest. I'm just gonna fast forward towards the end almost, because this is very basic. You're just going to do a little bit of soap, cleaning here, taking all that stuff out. I usually just push my cuticle. You don't need to really be heavy. Anyways, I'm not gonna try to, take much of your time. I want things to be very quick, very fast. This is the same thing. I've shown you how to do this in my previous videos. I have recap on the fact that you need to massage your cuticle, that your cuticle is not your nail fold and it's different. It's actually a skin that you have attached between the fold and your nail. That's what actually I push out. I do not cut anything unless absolutely positively have to, because it's not necessary, at least not on my fingers, not on my nails. Sometimes, believe it or not, some people do have that skin very strong and they have to cut it. I don't have that problem, so I really don't cut it. However, I do push it as much as I can. I'm not rough with that area. You don't want to be too rough with that area. You want to be gentle. I'm still working on my gentleness. I'm very rough around the edges, as you can tell. But my chair keeps going back where you can't see me, but my chair is actually going back. Anyways, so I'm doing this with my nails. I'm just pushing whatever was there left. I did use a sugar scrub, and so I did had oh no, this is the part before the sugar scrub, and I do apologize. So once that is done and I have pushed my nail cuticle, I will cut a little bit here and there if I have to, because sometimes I do get nail nags. You have to get rid of those, otherwise you're gonna get more hurt. And I did have one. Again, use your gloves when you're doing dishes. I think that is important. But, if you don't have to, this right here, what I'm showing you right now, the way I'm doing this manicure, your nail polish should last you a whole week. The proof is in the pudding, baby. You saw that I show you the same nail polish. If you go to my previous video, you're going to find it. So it has been about 7 days. Exactly. Could be a little bit more, but we're just gonna leave it like that. I have no idea of the date that I created the other video. It could have been a Saturday. It doesn't matter for a day. We're not just gonna go back and forth with this. It's not important. What is important is that I'm doing my best to show you how to grow your nails. So this part, first of all, so you probably see something different, and is length. I promise you that if you keep doing this and you're consistent with your manicures, your nails have no other choice but to grow. So I was actually looking at the video, and unfortunately I did edit a very important part on my nail technique, or my nail, how I do my manicure. And right after this point, but I'm going to explain to you what I did after this. I washed my hands, I make sure that it had no left product of anything on my nails. I dry my nails out and my hands, and then I file with a white buffer. The reason why I do that is because I do have nail ridges, and so I want the base coat to actually stick to my nail. I don't play around with that stuff, because if you have oils on your nails, your base coat is not, it doesn't matter how good your base coat is, if you do not dehydrate your nail, your base coat is not going to get stuck in there. It doesn't stick. Your base coat is basically the glue that glues everything together, and you need that nail dehydrated. There's dehydrators out there. Actually, the company Butter has dehydrators. However, if you can just pour a little bit of alcohol, or you can actually do like me, I just took a cotton round, put a little bit of acetone in it, and just dehydrate my nail. I know sometimes it doesn't make no sense, but believe me, in this case, if you want the nail polish to really last, you have to dehydrate your nail. So once I'm done with all of that stuff, I go in with my base coat. The base coat, I couldn't show it to you, but the base coat that I'm using is actually from Essie. I mix and match. It's like base coat does its job. I think the important part here is to dehydrate the nail. And so this time, because I do have an edge, the nail is actually growing, I put base coat on the base, and I also basically coat the tip of my nail. The reason why is because you want to seal that baby, you want that nail polish to last, but it serves as a protection to your nail. So sometimes, like myself, I'm always banging my hands, or I might be a little clumsy with things, which is usually the case. And for your nail to actually be able to bounce, you want that protection. Later on, as my nail progresses and I see a little bit more length, I'm also going to explain to you what you can do underneath, like on the bottom, what you can do, stuff that you can do. Like, you have to take care of your nail on the top. You have to take care of your nail on the bottom. There's some way of actually filing your nail that is so important, but I do this since the beginning. So right now, even though they're small and short, I make sure that from the corners is filed, because that also prevents, it actually helps the nail to grow, and also prevents from your nail to be rubbing against stuff and, in your hair, stuck in places that it's not supposed to, because that's how it breaks. So the corners of your nails have to be completely filed, but you're not going to be rough with that area. You're just going to file straight away from, so like on the length of the nail, right on the corner, on the length of the nail, underneath, so you have that edge or that corner free from anything. It helps tremendously also for your nail to grow, because that's where your nail breaks usually, because it actually tangles on something, or it tangles on your hair. So now that my base coat is done, I dehydrated my nail, of course. I did my base coat. This is the color that I'm using. This is color, oh my god, I can really see, 669. It's absolutely beautiful. A99, I'm sorry, Generation 0. And it's kind of like the dark brown chocolate. It has that hint of purple in it. I really like it. I think that I bought it last year. It's from Essie. It's absolutely gorgeous. For this, like right now on fall, we're deep into fall towards, winter. This is perfect for this type of weather. It is a dark color, which I don't usually do, but sometimes during the winter and during mid-winter, mid-fall, I start using a little darker colors, because I do like my reds and my darks and I've been wearing about a lot of black lately, so this is perfect for fall. It's a really nice fall color, and also preferably a winter color. However, I don't care about that stuff. I'm just telling you that's a really good color, and I believe I purchased it last year. Anyways, so here I'm showing you how I basically paint my nails. Very easy. One straight across, and one on the corner, and another on the corner. Sometimes it doesn't cover. My nails are pretty wide, so I might need 2 or 3 more. But everything is the same for almost everybody. So you start from the middle, you take one side and then the other. I make sure when I'm doing this part right here, and that exactly I'm touching and I'm retouching the free edge, that I'm actually, coating the free edge or the tip of the nail. And I'm also make sure that on this first layer, I cover both ends of the nail, including the sides of the nail. It is extremely important that you cover the entire nail, even if you have to like get a brush there and get some acetone and take some of the, it doesn't matter. I prefer to have a mess. I prefer to have a mess in the corner than not actually getting my nail polish into the corner, because I know that's how my nail is going to break. So now that we have a little bit of length, we're going to keep it by having that length protected. And I know it's almost like wow, it's so much care for something that, but believe me, this is going to last you a week, so you don't have to worry. So that's my first coat, I'm sorry. And then we're going to do the same on the other hand. And basically what you see here is going to be repeated on the other hand. Remember that nail in the beginning had a nail fungus? I don't know if you remember, but that nail right there had a nail fungus. It looks kind of funny. It looks funny. It's healthy, but it looks funny. It looks like traumatized, like something happened. But anyways, we're just gonna make sure that the corners are picked up, that the corners are clean. Corners are the polish is done on the corners. And what I was saying, anyways, never mind. And we're going to try our index finger. Why is always a mess? I don't know. I think that is because you're picking up stuff. And later on in the future, I might add a little bit of gel, which I usually do once the nails reach a certain length, because believe me, I'm way too rough. Extremely, extremely rough. But I take care of it at home. I don't go to the nail salon still to do my nail polish. And I use gel polish. I forgot the name of it. But anyways, we're going to go into that on the future. For now, to keep your nails healthy, like naturally healthy, you definitely can. Like, it's not impossible. I have done it not with gel polish. I have done it with nail polish. You need a little bit more coats, etc., etc. But let's see how far can I go with just nail polish, and then we'll go on to that if it's necessary. So let's talk about free edge right here. If you do not cover that area with nail polish, you will have hangs. Once the nail is grown and lengthy, or has a length, believe me, it's going to tangle somewhere. If your nail polish peels, and usually it peels because it doesn't have a seal. So that corner, like that tip, kind of like that, that layer of polish in that tip of your nail is basically sealing everything. Everything is sealed right there once you do that. Why is that so important? The reason why is like just for the same fact that the nails are going to grow, stretch, and peel. So you don't want that to happen. You want your nails to be protected. So it takes a little while to understand the rhythm of everything, but I think that you're already understanding that you have to protect your nail, even though you're doing everything okay and you're doing what you're supposed to. Your nail has to be protected. It is important that you follow these instructions, because it's going to save your nail. I talked before about applying nail hardener to your nails if your nails are absolutely no remedy whatsoever, or you have had a lot of damage from acrylics, or you've never grown your natural nails before. But in my case, I really don't need any of that stuff. My nails are pretty hard themselves. They do, however, they do break if I'm not careful. And, I'll try to keep them, protect them. So this is what I've been doing for my nails. But you can definitely apply nail hardeners if your nail is actually thin. And thin nails, obviously, is a nail that is going to bend and it's going to, be unhealthy, or not only unhealthy, but it could be like paper thin type of nail. My nail doesn't move. My nail is very strong. So I don't need a nail hardener, but you definitely can use those, and you should use those if you need so. And so the top coat here is Séché Vive. It's a top coat that resembles, I feel it resembles gel polish. But what I like about this top coat is that it gives you that glassy look, and I love that look. And it's also very strong, and it lasts longer, and that's what we want. So here is the last part of my manicure. I feel like, it was overdue. I'm very happy with the outcome. You can tell that what I'm actually telling you is actually working. I hope that you too are able to wear your nails. If you have any questions, feel free. And I got to go. I did mess up one of my fingers, but it's okay. It's all good. I'm still happy. I have length. And, I hope that next week we have more length than now, and that you can definitely see the difference. One thing though, I still apply and I still massage my nail with the nail hoof, which is not shown here, but on my previous videos, you can see the products that I am using to massage my nail, because those products are also part of the whole spiel. But I feel like any oil will do the trick. I use different types of oils on my nails, and they're pretty good. I was using recently bio oil on my hands, your skin. It's actually like a drink. It's really good. And the main thing, I also talked about nutrition in one of my videos, because nutrition, drinking water, plays an extremely important role on the care of your nails. I know it sucks, but that's the truth. I noticed when I'm not taking care of myself, my nails actually show it to me. Different things, like they start peeling and doing all kinds of shenanigans, and I know, hey, something is up. I'm missing something type ingredient on my skin. The same way gets old, very dry, or all kind of it's usually winter time, so it's usually dry season for my skin. But usually, when I'm going through stress, all of that stuff, your nails and your hair will let you know. And so that's why it's extremely important that you're taking in good oils and good nutrition, meaning leafy green vegetables, lots of fruits and vegetables, obviously. And I try my best to stay away from caffeine, even though I do drink coffee once a day. And no colas for me, thank you. I used to be addicted to that stuff. I stopped doing it because I really want to keep myself healthy, also for health reasons, because of the abuse of it too. And I'm also keeping myself because I want my nails and my hair to grow. I think that is important. To eat green vegetables is so important. Even if you don't like them, you can mix them up in a smoothie. You can do it with yogurt, Greek yogurt. Oh my God, you have no idea. Everything that has to do with calcium is extremely good for your skin, extremely good for your nails. There's some people out there that drink collagen, but once you if you're actually eating healthy, you don't need any of that stuff. And so here's the outcome. I am excited because of the free it, and I'll see you on the next one. Please keep up with my videos, and I hope that you learned something, that I was very self-explanatory. That I was explanatory to you, and you learned something, and that you're taking care of your nails. Any questions, like I said, you're more than welcome. And here I was battling with this phone. I use my phone. I know it's all crappy, but It's okay. I messed it up anyways. I'm just watching myself struggle. The struggle is real. There you go. When I noticed, I was like, wow, I really needed a brush. Couldn't find it. I do have a bunch of brushes and a bunch of stuff, because when my nails grow and they become longer, I do designs and I go all artsy fartsy on myself. And so I did mess that up. So Q-tip is not that great for me. I prefer a brush because of that. Anyways, everything is fixed. There's nothing here that is not out of the ordinary. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to apply oil on my cuticle, and that's it. Try to keep your nails and your hands hydrated. With hand creams are important too, because they're made specifically for your hands, although Vaseline will help for your nails as well. Vaseline is an extremely good product. I think it's underrated, and it's the most cheapest thing that you can find anywhere. And if you were not to have any oils and any fancy stuff, even nail polish, just Vaseline alone will help your nails to grow, because your nails, as long as your nails and your hair, your skin is almost like it needs that type of oil consistency to grow. So Vaseline is actually really good for your nails. And I like olive oil, and I've been using different oils lately that I haven't even checked for my hair. Actually, one is called Miel, and then the other one is Dr. Something, and I had it for my what's it called, for my hair. But on my nails I use also good products and good oils. Specifically, I feel like not oils are really good, like avocado oil and olive oil. Like, they're really good for your skin and for your nails, as well as for your hair. And I've been using those for a while. And if you don't have any of those, like I said, Vaseline will do the trick, or any type of oil that you might want to use. Olive oil, the same thing. Olive oil is really good for a bunch of stuff, for skin. Vitamin E is one of my favorite as well, that I haven't used it. But this little thing right here, this little brush, does have a little bit of vitamin E in there, with a bunch of other stuff that I can't even remember the name, but it's actually really good. What I use this for is, if I'm dehydrating and I'm playing around with my cuticle, I also have to give a little bit of a reason. Like, yeah, I kind of mistreated you a little bit. Let me just give you a reason. So oil, the cuticle oil that I'm putting in, it's almost like, okay, stay hydrated. I know I dehydrate you, because nail polish is still a chemical, believe it or not. Well, I mean, you probably know, but this is still a chemical you're putting on your hands. And so, obviously, you want to keep them beautiful and healthy, but you need to give your cuticle some food. And so that's what I'm doing. And even though we're not doing as much damage as, the plastic nails that you put on the nail salon, we're still putting in chemicals. It's the truth. And so for that not to happen on your nails, or you messed up your cuticle, it's good that you oil your cuticle and you keep it hydrated. So every night, or at least every other night, or at least as much as I can, I'll sit down on my night table. I have a bunch of hand creams and a bunch of creams, and I've been rubbing that on my hands constantly, because I want that moisture back onto my hand. With COVID and everything else, we have to be constantly washing our hands. We have to, sometimes there's like detergents and alcohol on the sanitizers that we use, and so my nails, my hands actually might get really, really brittle, and so does my nails. So I have to give a drink of moisture as much as I can when I'm at home and when I can. And that's it, guys. This is it. We are done. But I do like to give that moisture back to the skin. And I didn't show it to you guys here, but I do it all throughout my hand with a bio oil, which is actually a great oil for anything that is related to skin. So I gotta go, and I'll see you guys on the next one.